The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Fox Sports NFL analyst Tom Brady, that still sounds weird to say, said something yesterday that directly impacts the New York Jets, a strategy they should deploy for 2024. We'll talk about that and much more. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season.
Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
The New York Jets.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Brees Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Here we go, Jet fans. Happy Thursday. I will see many of you later today. Tonight on Long Island, 44 Bethpage Road, Hicksville, New York. The summer kickoff party, a meet and greet presented by New York Injury Solutions.com. Lot to talk about with the New York Jets. And we're going to start with some audio, some sound from Tom Brady, who was a guest on the Colin Cowherd show yesterday on Fox Sports 1. And this was Tom Brady talking about the importance of getting the football to your playmakers early in the game. And I think what Brady's saying here directly implies to what Aaron Rodgers should do with Garrett Wilson in 2024.
But I have always had this feeling, and if you could, subconsciously when Randy was there, he rewarded you. But was there a feeling sometimes, where's Randy?
Sure.
I want to make sure Randy's happy.
Sure. Yet you always felt like you had to do something to get them the ball. And if they hadn't touched the ball in practice, I'd make sure, oh, God, hey, I got to get so-and-so ball because I want him to keep running hard. And I want him to be ready for when the ball does come. And, you see it a lot in NFL games. I've been practicing a lot of these games. I want to see the best players touch the ball early so they can break a sweat. They can get into the flow of the game. And good coaches do that. When you script plays at the beginning of the game, you're saying, okay, you're the Niners coach. I'm going to make sure McCaffrey touches it either first or second in the game. I want to make sure Deebo Samuel touches it first or second in the game. I'm going to throw it to him quick. Somehow I know the ball is going to be in his hands so he can do something with it. I want to get him into the flow. So we would always try to script so that everybody would feel like they were in the flow of the game. The last thing you want is your number one receiver to go 2.5 quarters into a game and not see a ball to get one target, because he's going to get discouraged. He's got to go out there. He's got to break the huddle. He's got to run out 25 yards to his alignment. He's got to run down the field as fast as he can, try to get open. He's got to run back to the huddle. It's a lot of effort that he's putting into not getting the ball. And I think when you can reward that guy early in the game and figure, okay, where is he at? How do I get him the ball? And there's certain guys that are really easy to get the ball to. Certainly the guys that line up closer to the ball, the tight ends and the slot receivers, there's way more route options for them. It's way easier to get them the ball because they can go to basically every part of the field. Whereas that perimeter receiver, he's got the sideline to deal with. He really can't break out. If he breaks out, he's got 5 or 6 yards to deal with. A receiver at the tight end position or in the slot, when he breaks out, he's got 18 yards to deal with. So you have much more space to get him actually the ball. So, it wasn't hard to get Welker the ball. It wasn't hard to get Edelman the ball. It wasn't hard to get Gronkowski the ball. It was hard to get a perimeter receiver the ball. If they decide that they want to take a perimeter receiver out of the game,
roll out coverage.
You just roll the coverage to them. You play cover 2. You jam him at the line of scrimmage with someone over the top, and it's very, very difficult to get that guy the ball. But that also gives up a lot of other things. And you've got to be able to take advantage of those things. And that number one receiver has to understand, okay, they're making a concerted effort to take me away. Therefore, my other teammates have to produce when they're playing these coverages.
So a couple of things. One, Brady was very good in this interview. And, I questioned how good of a broadcaster he would be. I never watched Tom Brady do interviews and said, yep, that guy's going to be great on TV. But impressive stuff there, and I'll certainly give him, the benefit of the doubt when he's in the booth. But NYJ Matt looked it up. Last year and the year before, Garrett Wilson's first 2 years with the Jets, they only targeted Garrett Wilson on average 1.5 times per game in the first quarter. That is not good enough. And that obviously needs to change this year with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, with an understanding just like Brady of the importance of getting the ball in your playmaker's hands early. Because I agree with Brady. It makes sense. And I think after last year, too, just the way Garrett was so visibly frustrated at times, his comments after the season, I think it's so important for both guys, Rodgers and Garrett, to get going early and have their success that we've seen in training camp, OTAs, and even in the brief preseason drive last year, the 2 drives Rodgers was a part of, which ended, by the way, with Garrett Wilson scoring a touchdown. I think we got to see Garrett Wilson get involved early. Like, the first play of the Jets season should be a pass to Garrett Wilson, in my opinion. Screen, quick slant, get the ball in his hand. Because Garrett Wilson was as open as any receiver last year. So you look at his stats, and obviously the stats aren't going to be what they should for his level of talent. We understand that. But if you look at the advanced stats, some of the analytic stuff, yards of separation, one-on-one ability to win, Garrett is in the top 10 in all those categories. He's open. He couldn't get the ball. And I thought about pulling some film of Garrett Wilson being wide open and either Zach Wilson or Tim Boyle or Trevor Siemian not being able to get the ball to him. But I didn't want to do that and ruin everyone's Thursday. So I'm not going to show those cuts. But they're out there. You could see them. That's why I laugh when you see people say, oh, Garrett Wilson is overrated. He gets talked about like he's a great player. He's got worse stats than, and then they throw a receiver out there who's not better than Garrett, like Chris Olave, for example. It's like context, man. This guy's had 8 quarterbacks thrown to him in 2 years. Look at the catches Garrett Wilson makes. He had the best catch of the NFL last year. The NFL season, the best catch in the NFL happened week 1 against the Buffalo Bills. That catch Garrett made was the best catch of the NFL season. Probably the best catch I will ever see in person for the rest of my life. But 1.5 times per game in the first quarter. It's unacceptable. And offensive coordinator Aaron Rodgers, hopefully, will see that stat or hear those comments from Brady. And I would suspect Aaron would agree with what Tom was saying there. Get the ball in your playmaker's hands. Let's go back to some audio from last month. This was Aaron Rodgers at the podium talking about him and Garrett Wilson.
He's got all the makings of a star receiver. And, we feel like if we can both stay healthy, that we can accomplish a lot this year. But it's going to be important we communicate. I think having SJ in the room is going to be great for him. And I like, I like the additions. I like seeing guys like Zay and JB coming back, in year 2 and looking good.
Look, at the end of the day, health's the biggest thing. We understand that. But there's no reason why, if Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers don't stay healthy, Garrett Wilson doesn't have one of the years Davante Adams had in Green Bay. Like, that's your stat comparison. That's essentially what Garrett Wilson could do. You've heard Aaron Rodgers say it before that he sees a lot of Davante Adams in Garrett Wilson. You've heard that. You heard Aaron say that in the media, even on Hard Knocks last year when he was having the conversation with Braylon Edwards on the sideline after one of the practices in training camp, talking about Davante. Reminds him of another 17 he played with, and now it's a number 5. Like, here's Garrett Wilson's projected stats, in my opinion, if he plays 17 games and Aaron plays 17 games. All right? 1,350 yards, 10 touchdowns, 100 catches or more. Like, that's what I think Garrett Wilson's capable of doing. You look at the target share for Garrett Wilson. Davante, in a season, the most he had from Rodgers was 169, which happened twice. I would like to see Garrett Wilson get targeted at least in this offense 150 plus times. He'll have well over 100 catches. I think Garrett Wilson could break every Jet single season receiving record. I think he could break the records that Brandon Marshall put up in 2015 with Fitz. That's the type of talent I think Garrett has. And, we did a video yesterday talking about breakout Jet players, and Nick Faria put Garrett Wilson on that list. And I said, I think Garrett's already broken out when he's won Offensive Rookie of the Year. People know he's good. People know who he is. But I think you talk about breaking out from being a star to a superstar, that's the type of year Garrett Wilson now can have. But the key is health for him. The key is health for Aaron. And I think if you look at some of Devontae's best years in Green Bay, like when he was on, when he played the full season, he would routinely get anywhere from 13 to 1,500 yards, and I think Garrett Wilson can do that. Now, is he going to have 18 touchdowns in a year like what Devontae did in 2020? I don't know about that. A lot of mouths to feed on this Jets team, especially with Breece Hall being such a focal point of the offense. But can I see 10 or more touchdowns? Can I see 10 to 13 touchdowns, 105 to 110 catches, and 1,300 plus receiving yards? Yeah, I could. I definitely could see that. I think if you're a Jet fan, you have every right to almost expect that with the talent level, because we watched it. Not everyone has. We watched all the garbage in these games. We know how open Garrett was and couldn't get the ball. We know how bad the quarterback play was. That changes this year. Hit the like button if you're tuning in live right now. Comments, questions, super chats will cut the line. Jet fans, your thoughts on Tom Brady there talking about the importance of getting the ball to your playmaker early in the game, something the Jets have only done on average 1.5 times per game for Garrett Wilson in his first 2 years in the league. Something that better change in 2024. Tonight is our Long Island meetup. I am pumped up to meet many of you in person. One of the things we're going to be auctioning off, raffling off, raising some money for a charity is this awesome signed piece here, this Curtis Martin piece. Portraits by Brian is the guy who made it. I talked about this yesterday. What I didn't realize is that if you go to portraitsbybrian.com and you use promo code Knoble15, you could get any of his awesome artwork, including this Curtis Martin custom portrait here. Only 28 of them have been made. You could get it 15% off. So shout out to Portraits by Brian. Go to his website. Follow him on Instagram, Portraits by Brian. His Facebook, Portraits by Brian. And once again, portraitsbybrian.com. Check it out. Promo code Knoble15 for 15% off. When you got a promo code that's Knoble15, that tells you how hardcore of an Asmaniac you really are. So shout out to Brian for his awesome donation for us to raise some money tonight at the Long Island meetup, which once again is all presented by nyinjurysolutions.com. All right. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Ladies and gentlemen, some memberships were gifted before the show even started. Yikes. There we go. If you hear your name called, Mother Effin' Chew gifted you a membership. He gifted 2 before our program even began. So I'm going to try and pull up the names here. NY Jet Superfan, you are a channel member. And Harvey A. Bouchard Jr., you are a channel member. Congratulations to our brand new Asmaniacs. Yesterday was a monstrous day of gaining members. So I appreciate the incredible support from the Asmaniac community. All right, let's open it up. Gusbuster Hotline is available. Before we do that, reminder that we are presented today by Huga House. Get yourself a vintage-inspired cap and get it 15% off with code Asman at checkout. Folks, you buy one hat at Huga House for 15% off. You get the second hat 30% off. So get the hat that Rodgers rocks. Get the hat that a bunch of other Jets players are always wearing. And get a hat that now is taking over Major League Baseball. Shohei, JT, many others rocking the Huga House cap. Check it out, hugahouse.com. Asman at checkout for 15% off. All right, first up on the line today, B-Mac, start us off. What's going on, B-Mac?
Hey, Jake, I'm shocked that I'm first, but hey, love it. I just want to let you know. Yeah, first of all, Tom Brady looks really good, man, for his age, man.
Well, to be fair, a lot of plastic surgery will do that for you.
Yeah, but what what he's like 46, and the dude looks like he's 25. Like, yeah, you know, you gotta give some credit to that avocado too, avocado ice cream or whatever he's been having. But yeah, I totally agree with him that you know, you want to, you know, the best strategy is to give the ball to your best playmakers, like Patrick Mahomes does to Travis Kelce, and like Rodgers, like and Rodgers, like, you know, especially Rodgers knows this because when he had Devontae, you know, first play of the game, boom, to Devontae. You know, when he had Jordy, Greg Jennings, and them, you know, boom, first play to Jordy Nelson. You know, get these guys the ball quick and feed them and get them in the flow. So I do agree with him. And the other thing I want to bring up is that I know, you know, don't get mad at me, but that you know, Nick Wright said that Breece Hall is not a star running back. So
why do you care about Nick Wright's opinions when he clearly is biased and doesn't know anything about the Jets?
Do you think Breece Hall is a star or running back?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's it for today. But thank you.
Thank you, B-Back. Please, let's have a rule. Let's not bring up Nick Wright's takes anymore. They do not mean anything. He put out a list of the top 5 quarterbacks in football. He put Caleb Williams at number 5. You lose all credibility when you do that. See you later. Who cares about Nick Wright's opinion on the Jets when he is so clearly biased because he can't stand Aaron Rodgers and hasn't for years because of Aaron's stances on the vaccine and other stuff during COVID? Don't take it seriously. How's Breece Hall not a star running back? He was second in the NFL in yards from scrimmage last year, coming off a torn ACL, having the worst offensive coordinator in the league, the worst offensive line in the league, and the worst quarterback room in the league. That guy's not a star? Please. He was the betting favorite to win Offensive Rookie of the Year before he got hurt his rookie year. David with a super chat. Uncan Ocho Cinco bashing AR. Shake my head, hating him now. Just win, baby. Aaron gets the last laugh if he wins. That's the bottom line. These shows all need stuff to talk about in June. AR is an easy topic. We know how this works. Jay Graves up next. Hello, Jay Graves. Jay Graves, unmute your mic.
Hey, that was quick. Coming at you guys from another beautiful Jersey Shore day. So I wasn't live the Randall Cobb interview, so I did want to mention that really quick, your show on that one. I don't know if you guys mentioned it because I fell asleep after the caller started calling in. Did anybody talk about how he said that he was talking to trainers and this and that, and he goes, "Oh, it sounded like some other organizations, but it wasn't Dallas and it wasn't Green Bay." So I'm assuming he was referring to Houston and some dysfunctions, and that kind of got me a little worried. What did you think about that part of the interview?
To be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched the part about the Jets, so I don't know what he said. I know he bashed the Texans and Bill O'Brien in that one but he was there for 2 months and then they traded them back to Green Bay.
Yeah, so I watched I do watch Bustin' with the Boys in general, so I kind of was like going around to where he talked about the Jets, and he talked about you know, he's older and the kids coming out, you know, are 20, 30, so he had more in common like with the trainers and the you know, the conditioning staff and then you know, the food department. And it was said, you know, you hear those kind of people been there forever kind of talking like this and talking like that after Rodgers had gone down and everything was going to shit. Oh, I'm sorry, going to poop. And he said, you know, it sounded like some other organizations, and when he said it wasn't Dallas and it wasn't Green Bay. So you know he's talking about Houston, and we know how dysfunctional. I mean, you know how dysfunctional Houston was for a while back then. So I got kind of worried about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was there when the Texans were a mess.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like I don't think he's saying the Jets are a mess though.
Okay. I mean, I trust in Saul and all that, but I think again, like I said before, Hackett's just my.
I mean, Jay Graves, if you watch the interview, he went on and talked about how stacked the roster is, how much he
For
believes
sure.
the best
Yeah.
defense he's ever played
Oh
with.
yeah, he's an elite. He's never been around something like that. But my whole thing is like when you talk to the people who have been there for years, who were in the building, I was like, but do you think it's like a nothing burger with that?
Yeah,
Not a big deal.
I mean, you're the only one who even brought that up. It didn't even make any other headlines on that. So I think you're reading too much into something you said about the Texans.
All right. Well, fair enough. The other thing is I want to get some jerseys from parts unknown, but I'm old and I don't do much social media. So how can I get in on this?
Message me on the Discord. I'll send you the link.
All right, cool. And I think I have one other thing. So from this today, Tom Brady, I like how he talked about like getting the ball quick, to your receivers, your number ones, your number twos, get them in the flow. Hoping we can do that this year and get Garrett really going. So the way everybody talks about him from the Jets to outside the Jets, he should be that top 3 wide receiver conversation. I'm hoping. So.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he can if he stays healthy. I think he has that kind of talent. Now, there's a lot of great receivers in the league, but there's no reason why, to quote Randall Cobb in that interview that you were just referring to, he can't have one of those Devontae-like years, like
exactly.
Cobb even said.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, well, it's good to see you, Jake. I love that you had an early interview, but I got to start getting ready for work and work with these kids, so.
Jay Graves, I appreciate you. See you later. The great Jay Graves checking in. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line, keep it rolling with your calls. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in. Pittsburgh Mike with a hot take. Breece Hall will be better than Adrian Peterson. Mark my words. Dude, I hope you're right. Breece Hall could be a Hall of Fame level player and not be one of the best running backs ever, but we'll take it. Adrian Peterson, I believe, is still the last non-quarterback to win the MVP award in 2012. And he did that, by the way, off an ACL. Man, prime Adrian Peterson was unreal. Unreal. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Hit the join button. If you're just tuning in, we're always looking to add more as maniacs into the fold. I did just see this that I wanted to address. Denzel Mims somehow got another gig. He was released by the Steelers. He was on their practice squad last year, and he is signing with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Jets forever. Your guy is still somehow in the NFL. Matt O'Leary had a great tweet. Denzel Mims really is like a cat with 9 lives. Amazing. Teams just keep giving him chances. He does nothing with said chances, but he's still in the league, so you got to give Mims credit for that one.
Into the shadow realm you go.
Give yourselves a pat on the back. You all got on your knees and prayed on Mims' downfall. Clap it up, weirdos.
Bah!
Jets forever. Bomb. NY Jets Flight Talk. Jake, how many total channel memberships are there this month? A lot. I don't know. A lot. Sneaker King, I'm ready for the season to start at this point. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Addison writes in, who has the most fantasy points in the game? Do you think Breece will break that mark? I don't know what the record is, Addison. Could I see Breece having a game, though, where he has like 2 or 3 touchdowns and has 100 rushing, 100 receiving yards? Yeah, because he's had that level of game before as a rookie. Remember the Dolphin game? He was awesome in that game. Basically had 100 yards receiving, 100 yards rushing in that one. So Breece is certainly capable of putting up that kind of game. So I don't know how many fantasy points he had that day, but think that, but with a couple touchdowns thrown in. I can see it. David Hall Jr. with a salient point to the people. Hit the like button. Only 58 likes, almost 200 people watching. Like and subscribe, folks. You hear us say it? It's because it helps the channel grow. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll continue to take those. Let's get to more of your calls. Gustbuster hotline's open. If you're a first-time caller, you go right to the front of the line. No waiting if you want to join us for the first time in your Asmaniac career.
Oh, you know I like the Yankees and the Jets. Can't believe Jake and Rodgers met. I'm more than just a hat on Bobby.
Hi, Jake. Good morning to you. How are we doing, my friend?
Good morning, Bobby. What's up, man?
Gotta be sad I'm not gonna be there tonight. You?
You'll be there in spirit, Bob.
Well, can you do live some parts of it or no?
I can't, but someone can.
Why can't you do live?
Because I'm busy.
You're busy doing what?
I'm meeting with the people.
Well, you could meet with me too on live.
Well, we're meeting right now.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Okay. I'll take that. That's good. Yankees lost. That was sad.
The Bobby Sports recap. What else happened last night?
I hate that stuff that they put the guy on second base. It's so stupid.
Yeah, the ghost runner. I'm not a fan either.
And the guy shouldn't have stole second base. He was an idiot on the Yankees.
Tough.
Yes, very tough. And do you remember Kings of Queens?
Do I remember it? I've seen the show, yes.
Do you remember Spence?
I got dinner with Kevin James in Vegas. Remember that?
Yeah. Do you remember Spence on the show?
Sure.
He has a game show called the 1% Club now. He's funny as hell on it.
Ah.
Yeah, I like my game shows. So, yeah, everything's going good here in Vermont. Can't wait to get back to work.
When do you start?
As soon as Kaylee gets back. She's one of the managers.
When did she get back?
She either next Tuesday or the Tuesday after that. Frank will get in touch with me.
We love
as soon
Frank.
as it happens. Yeah. So you're not gonna have a second show today, right? You said.
Probably not.
Oh, okay. Well,
maybe I'll surprise you.
Well, you gonna surprise me?
Yeah, maybe I will do a second show.
Yeah. Well, how long does it take to get to Hicksville from where you live?
I just hop on the train. It's about a 45, 50-minute train ride.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. All right. So that's good.
Yeah.
All right. I agree with that. That would be good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't go on, I could go on after your show, right?
Well, you always go on after my show.
Well, everybody wants. When are you going on, Bobby? Right after the Jake show? Everybody asks me. I'm up to 388 subscribers already.
Let's go. We got to get you to 1,000.
You know, it's 500 plus 3,000 viewing hours now.
I thought it's 1,000. It's 500 now?
That's what it says, 500.
All right.
That's what it says. So we want to get little Connor up there, too. We got to get him going, too.
Little? You're calling him short?
Well, he's 12.
What if he's tall?
He's taller than me, I bet. I'm only 5'3". I bet he's like 5'6".
I don't know how tall he is.
He's tall. He looks pretty tall for me. I wasn't that tall at his age.
Tom A says Bobby needs to lay out his schedule for the day.
Tommy, he cracks me up. He says the funniest things, but he never shows his face.
No.
Isn't that crazy?
Connor says I'm 5'7".
Yeah, I knew you're bigger than me, Connor. Okay, how many subscribers you have now? We got to get you up there.
Alan says you're grumpier than usual today.
I'm happy, Bobby. I'm happy, Bobby. I'm happy today. We had Alan on yesterday, my show.
Oh, why would you do that to yourself?
I like Alan.
Why?
I don't know. I like him. So how many subscribers does he have now? Does he know?
I don't know.
Okay, well, ask him in chat then, so I don't disturb your show. Okay, well, hopefully you have come on later. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. You might surprise us.
We'll never know. Or will we?
Well, you know I can't wear my freaking hat. It's hot, my balls will sweat. Oh, look, I have a fan on Bobby.
Also, low-key, Connor being 5'7" at age 12. This kid's on his way to being like 6'3". Sam says, did you see the game? Lane Tran. Probably one of the best quotes in the history of the show. Did you see the game? Oh, man. That was an all-timer. It brings great joy every time I watch it back. Let's go to Lane, who's up next. Hello,
Hey,
Lane.
oh, hi.
Hello, Lane.
How is everything? Yes?
You're on the air, Lane.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Lane.
Hi. So, yeah, I'm happy about the way the Jets played today. And, they moved the ball and they did great. Look, okay. I know it was raining out. Did you see the game?
No, I didn't watch it. What happened?
Well, they won. And the other team lost.
Lane, thank you.
Whoa. Holy crap. I can't believe it. Lane Kerner's in the house. What's up, Lane?
I'm talking about sports on my phone. Yeah, great game. I saw the game and I watched the Jets game the other day and they lost. They tried. They played against it reminds me of the Ace Ventura movie with him going into the tank. That movie was cracking up. Did you see that? That movie?
Yeah, I have.
The Jets should have won that game. I watched it. I just couldn't believe it that they lost. You have to move the ball down the field, and they just didn't. Like it was Bruce Hall, Robert Scala. More news. Do you think maybe they'll win next year?
I'm not quite sure what you mean by do I think they'll win.
Well, do you think maybe they should draft a quarterback or a QB?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry,
man,
and I can go. And I have some other stuff too to talk about. Do you think, but anyway, staying to Jets, I like the Jets uniforms. I just don't want me to keep you on because you probably have some more people online waiting to talk about sports. Okay, that's all. Have a great day and watch the game next week.
Great call, Lane. The Lane train.
More of your calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 2024, we are all aboard. Choo-choo, the Lane train. Hello, Lane. Happy New Year.
So I had a nice beer last night, and then, so it was nice. Who do you think will make it to the NFC Championship game? Do you have the Dolphins or do you have the Broncos make it this year?
I think you mean
the Jets are not going to make it.
No, they're not.
That's terrible. Yeah, Quinn Williams, Bruce Hall, and who's number 55 on the Jets also?
I don't know.
Do you think Hackett would take the job going into next year if Zala will not stay? He stinks. How do you feel?
Lane, thank you for the call. A lot there, Nick. Is there anything that stood out that you want to respond to? Do you think the Dolphins are going to play the Broncos in the NFC title game? Real quick, you guys know when the Lane train calls in, this show could go anywhere, so buckle up. What's up, Lane Kerner?
Zach Wilson is not going to come back. Why don't you think he's going to sign still with the Jets? Is it because he's not good?
He stinks!
Oh, stinks? Yeah, same feeling.
The guy is terrible!
I said announce the draft picks.
Lane, I want you to announce a Jets pick. That would make my life.
Who am I going to pick, though, for the draft? On the 2022 draft pick, the pick goes to Knoble out of college. Then they tell you who the players are from, and their families get excited. You sign him, he should be good going into week 1. Yeah, I know a lot of the football.
That was amazing. I love you, Lane. You're the best. What a draft pick. Lane, you are a national treasure. The best, folks. The Lane train. Jets Forever apparently has aged a lot in the Shadow Realm. This was his reaction to seeing Denzel Mims sign with the Steelers. Like a cat with 9 lives, Denzel Mims' NFL career. Truly unbelievable. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Appreciate everyone tuning into the show. Anything is on the table to discuss, Jets or NFL related, throw it out there, and I will do my best to respond to as many comments or questions as possible. Flight Jets Talk says, when was the last time Lane called? Post-draft, one time. I think that was the last time. We miss Lane, though, and we can't wait for his next call. because every time Lane calls in, you never know where it's going. Simply put, the Lane train, I mean, he's one of the all-time greats.
The only thing better than Alden shoes is Joey D, cause he totally rules. Jake, my brother, I'm high as a kite. I love everybody. Damn, this show is crazy.
Mr. Bonesy joins us now. Hello, Bones.
Jake, my brother. You ready to chill?
Oh, I'm excited.
Hell yeah. I'm coming right after work. I'm on my way.
I hear you're throwing passes tonight.
Listen, I figure we're going to have half the roster there. We should probably get a couple throws in before training camp.
Makes sense.
I'm going to have a couple of the O-linemen there. I'm going to have a couple of my offensive gurus. We have a couple defensive guys. It's going to be fun, man. We're going to get a couple nice OTA practices. It's going to be a good time. If this is Bobby calling me already,
it's definitely Bobby. Come on. He thinks he's so sly.
Hey, Bobby. What's up, my guy?
Take it, please. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Bonesy. It's nice to see you.
Bobby, today when we're chilling, just Discord message me. You could call and I'll let you say what's up to everybody.
Oh, that'd be good, right, Jake? That work out, right?
Oh yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I would like to do that. Yes, especially
I
Gary.
got you.
Gary and you. Yeah, I know. I like your get up. It looks good.
Thank you, bro. I'm ready. He's one of my older Aaron Rodgers, from that I got.
And you had to. You look like a pimp.
I'm on the train and people they see the 8. They're ready, just starting with me, just you're already missing two. It's like, do you hear yourself? 2 mandatory OTA practices. All you watch is ESPN, I guess. Huh? I hate these fair weather fans that just want to conversate, but they only watch, the one show, and they're like, make their opinion.
Shut the hell up. That's what you do. I would, if I was on that train, I would tell them, shut the fuck up.
Hey, Bobby. Come on. Family show, Bob.
Bobby is like the sweetest, most innocent, aggressive man I've ever met. If you fuck with Bobby,
Family show, come on.
Cut me.
It's just
if you mess with Bobby, if you cross Bobby, it's over. You don't mess with the Bobby man.
You can't.
And I just want to say one thing. People forgot about Aaron Rodgers. It's like, what you don't see, you forget about. So, like, out of sight, out of mind. It works all the time. And everyone is forgetting how Aaron Rodgers is talked about this way because of his play on the field. We have yet. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. F the summer, F the bugs. Let's get to September. Let's go.
Let's go, Mr. Bonesy. We will see you later.
Can't wait.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Bonesy, live from the shoe store, Alden's off Madison Ave. Ben Casper says, what up, Jake? Ben Owens in El Reno, Oklahoma. Are we ever going to get our own house, stadium to play in? No, I don't think so. I've never believed any of the rumblings of, Queens. I'll believe it when I see it. Should the Jets have their own stadium? Of course they should. Will they? I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. More of your calls right now. Southern Jet is up next. What's up, Rich?
Good morning. Forgive me if I do something weird here. I just got back from the dentist, so I'm all Novocained up.
Oh, baby, yeah.
Yeah. I took something to make it feel a little better, but
damn right.
Yeah, you got it. So what I wanted to ask is, in your talkings on all your shows with all the people, you talk not with non-Jet people. What is your take so far on what people are thinking is going to come down the line? What's going to come down the line on the new kickoff rule?
Yeah, it's been interesting
I mean,
because I don't think the media has seen a ton of it at some of these practices, you know? So I don't know.
So
I mean, if you watch the XFL, like it's an exciting
that's
play.
what. Yeah, my point is, I'm pissed off that there's just not more people talking about this because special teams is a third of the game. The coordinators who get it right are going to have an advantage in the first third of the season until they adapt, because it takes time to adapt an offensive playbook, a special teams playbook. And I'm not just talking about guys returning the kicks. We know that's going to be probably bigger guys with a little more power, because it's going to be an Australian scrum. And that's what people don't get. I sent you that chart. That chart really needs to be shown to people. I sent it to you a while ago on Twitter.
Rich, I think it will be a much bigger deal this summer once preseason games start and people actually see it. Like the Hall of Fame game when it's the
but I'm
first
asking
time.
you.
Well, I'm just saying, like you're like saying it's not being covered a lot. I think it's just because people haven't seen it at the NFL level. That will change in the summer when people start watching. No one's watching the XFL. Nobody cares.
I guess I meant the X and O's people, because like I saw Belichick give a 20-minute dissertation on it.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah. Just like Brady, Brady what he just did at the beginning of this year's show was pretty damn good analysis.
It was. Yeah, you're right.
And I agree with you that I had hesitations, but now I think he has a shot, because that was better than average. I'm thinking you're going to see. I don't know if your listeners know that when the guys return the kick, when they catch the kick, the people that are coming after them and the people blocking for them can't move until they catch the ball, and they're only going to be 15 yards in front of them. That's insane. I mean, 15, think about that. So that's why you've got this, the days of the super nat, is over, because they used to win their bread and butter by finding the seams, the open seam and flying. Now it's going to be able to break that wall. And that's why I like the idea of backs with heavy trunks, who can, smash through the line and maybe even be under it. Because Belichick said the blockers on both sides are not going to be wide receivers and tight ends like it used to be to get down the field a little quicker. It's going to be linemen and big blocking tight ends, because they've only got to go 15 yards, and it's going to be a power play.
You're also going to have two returners back there too, because there's a big penalty if you don't, catch the ball and run. So yeah, I mean, there'll be way more people breaking down the X and O's of it when more people actually see it, and it becomes a much bigger story this summer.
Who do you think is going to be the returners for the Jets, if you had to guess right now?
I think Xavier Gibson is definitely one of them, and it wouldn't surprise me if they put
Allen.
Braylon Allen, maybe. I could see Corley getting an opportunity because he's so good yards after the catch, and that's kind of what this is, right?
I like Allen because of his trunk size. I heard he's got a huge, strong lower body. You've heard that, right?
Well, have you seen the pictures of him at training camp with his upper body too? The guy's a menace.
No.
Yeah, there's some pictures that made the rounds.
Is he the one with Mahomes' hair, or is that the other back?
Braylon Allen. To be honest, I don't know what he looks like hair wise. It's not.
Well, you know how Mahomes has that.
Yeah.
Like the guy used to be the Slim Jim guy with the fucking hair flaming up in the air.
Yeah,
he's got a short version of it.
But I'm excited about him though, because the early returns have been positive coming out of camp.
Yeah. So. I just haven't called in a long time. I just wanted to.
Also, that is him, by the way, with the hair. People in the chat are confirming that.
That is, excuse me. Oh, Braylon Allen.
Yeah, that is Braylon Allen.
And again, 5 weeks, guys. That's all. That's nothing.
July 24th, first on-field practice for the Jets.
5 weeks. That is, shit. I'm retired now, and I have my 5-7 day pill thing, where you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for the pills I got to take every morning. And I swear to God, it seems like 2 days go by and I've already taken the week's worth of pills. So, everything goes so fast when you get older. So 5 weeks, it's gonna, I'm gonna take, a couple bathroom trips, and it'll be time to go to camp. So are you gonna have a table set up out there?
Not at actual trading camp. I'm not like affiliated with the Jets to do a show, but I will be at trading camp for a bunch of the practices, and we'll do some shows right after recapping everything. So that'll be fun.
Okay. I think you might have more pull than you think there.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go live from camp. It's just logistically it doesn't really work that way.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought maybe up in the where when I was there with Eric, we hung up up on the top there sometimes.
Yeah.
The veranda.
No, I know exactly what you're saying, but like this show is not affiliated with the Jets, so it's different.
I know.
Like they have their training camp show that will be live from there. They'll be doing that.
I'll send Eric a DM and tell him give you a show up there. But
I'll see him this summer. It'll be fun. Rich, I can't wait, man.
He's a great guy, and if you do see him, give him my regards, and again, thank him for the retirement gift he gave me of being out there on the field for 3 days.
I love it.
So again, been a while. Just wanted to check in to let everybody know I'm not dead, and and please, somebody with X and O's, Neil or somebody, call in with some ideas on this special teams thing, because it's a third of the game, folks, and it's even more than a third of the game now because people make mistakes. And when you make a mistake in a game, what do they say about turnovers in games? When you make a special teams mistake, it's going to be very impactful the first third of the season.
Yeah, 100%. And as we've seen in Aaron Rodgers' career, the reason why he's only been to one Super Bowl, you could point to special teams. Brandon Bostic botching the onside kick against Seattle in the NFC title game cost the Packers a chance to go to the Super Bowl that year. They should have won that game. So, yeah, the special teams matters. That's why having Brant Boyer, who's proven to be one of the better special teams coordinators in the league, is a positive. And you have a great kicker, and you have a great punter. So I have a lot of confidence in the Jets special teams unit. Here for the memes with a super chat. No one has made it rain yet, channel membership wise, besides our guy Mother Effin' Chew, who gifted 2 memberships before the show even began. Make sure you turn on gift receipts in case it does start raining memberships, because you never know when that happens. Did we hit the Hassan Reddick panic button yet? On June 20th? No. If we get the training camp and he's not there, then it starts to become a legitimate story. I don't think we're going to get to that point. There's no way. Dan says, I smashed the like button so hard, I cracked my phone screen. Yeah. Tom A., Southern Jet, alive and well. Yes, I'm glad Southern Jet called in to confirm he's alive. I had no doubt Southern Jet was alive, though. I want to make it very clear. I am pro Southern Jet. Comments, questions, super chats. Tom writes in, I personally would like to see Aaron come to the first day of camp dressed as Con Air again. That would be great if he did that. That was all. He doesn't have the hair for it right now, though. That's when he still had the long hair when he dressed as Nick Cage and Con Air. Brazil Jets. The talk of a dominant defense is we got to be disciplined and get off the field. Penalties on third, horrific. Yeah, look, that is definitely something that needs to be better. Some of the personal foul penalty stuff, 100%. But this defense was dominant last year. Let's call it for what it is. They were one of the best units in the league with no help ever from the offense. I'm not worried about the Jet defense. I think they'll be fine. ISU says, Rich with the F-bomb to go along with Bonesy and Bobby in the Potty Mouth Club. Yeah, a lot of F-bombs today. We have a confirmed 12-year-old watching, folks. He might be already 5'7", but still. Rich says, our defense with a lead. We've seen it a few times. Not many. But last year against Denver, they closed out the game with a big lead. The Texans game comes to mind where they just completely destroyed C.J. Stroud in the rain. I want to see our defense play with a lead as much as anyone. Bill says, are you concerned with the interior defensive line with all the changes? I wouldn't say concerned. I'm curious. I have faith in the D-line coach, Aaron Whitecotton, Jeff Ulbrich, Robert Saleh. But I'm not worried about the interior. I think they'll be okay. Sam writes in, Lane Kerner proves not only do we live in a meaningful universe, we live in a loving universe. Our lives, however brief, are worth living. That is a really inspirational message about Lane Kerner there from Sam H. How about that? Wherever Lane is, we can't wait for him to call in again soon.
Hi, how are you? Bruce Hall. That's good.
Can't wait. Harvey says Jets defense will be number 1. Please, I hope. I hope. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still searching for a D's Nuts emoji. We want to honor the great Mike D's Nuts. We need someone to design something unique instead of just a nuts emoji. Can you put Mike D's Nuts face on the nut for us to use? He will be our next channel emoji. We just need the right design.
Is this Mike D's Nuts?
Yes, it is. It is indeed Mike D's Nuts. One of the all-time greats. Open phone lines if anyone wants in on the conversation. Tom writes in, I've seen the world. It's a dark and scary place. Lane Kerner is the light. Well said. David Hall, I miss JFM, but won't miss the rough in the passer calls. JFM's a good player. I think, they could overcome him leaving the team if Will McDonald is the guy they think he is, right? You're going to have Reddick at some point. I'm not worried. We know Jermaine is one of the best D linemen in the league. He's only going to get better. I think that, the key with JFM is Will McDonald, who's going to get a legitimate chance to play. Ben Casper says, who's our biggest threat in the AFC East? Don't say stink-ass Dolphins, maybe Bills, but they suck too. Well, it's either the Dolphins or the Bills, Ben. It's not the Patriots. I would say it's the Bills because they have Josh Allen. That's the difference. Ali says, the Leany clip is my new favorite thing.
Is this Mike D's Nuts?
It is so good. It really is. Open phone lines. If you want in, we'll end the show in just a little bit. Comments, questions, super chats. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Could be Jets related, NFL related, Lane Train related. Who knows where this show is potentially going to go. Tom says, I'm talking about sports on my phone. My favorite Lane quote. There's so many good ones. There really are. Jets Johnny says, LFG tuned in late. Glad to catch the end. What's up, Johnny? Genergy says, what about the UFL player the Jets just signed? Look, he's had a distinguished UFL career, if that makes sense. He could play multiple positions. He was on the all UFL guard squad or all UFL first team. Cole Leveau is his name, Lebao. Didn't allow a single sack on 806 pass block snaps the last 2 years. Didn't allow a quarterback hit in 2024 on 449 pass block snaps. PFF pass block rate of 77.3 and 76.2. Solid depth signing. I don't know if he'll make the team, but maybe there's your Connor McGovern move, so to speak. We'll see. Super chat from Brandy Butts. Not to be confused with Brandy Ass. Brandy, thank you. If you have a comment or a question with that, we will Try and answer it. Jet it out. We in this biatch. Thank you for paying $2 to send that. More of your calls right now. Dre Day's on the line. What's up, Dre Day?
Jake, what's going on, Jake? How you doing,
What's up,
brother?
Dre Day?
Hey, shit, it wasn't looking promising yesterday, but thanks to my wife and my sister, I'm actually on my way right now, buddy.
To the meetup?
Yes, sir.
Hey, let's go, Dre Day. Can't wait to meet you.
Yes, sir. I'll be out there. I'm about to go to the bus right now, jump on the bus, so I'll be out there by the time it starts.
You're coming along. Where are you coming from?
I'm telling you, from Maryland.
Oh, that's right. That's crazy, man. I appreciate you coming out. Hopefully, hope it's a great time for you later, so it's worth the
Oh,
the
yeah, well, I
hike.
still got family. I still got to go see my mother and my sister and everybody. Still got family out there, so. But, yeah, I'm on my way, buddy.
I can't wait. That'll be fun.
All right, bud. I'll see you guys there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dre Day checking in on the commute on his way. Derek says Connor looks like he's bigger than Tua right now. That's funny. Let's see. Comments, questions, super chats. Bill says, have fun tonight, everyone. Only time I wish I still lived on Long Island. Bill, you'll be there in spirit. Rob writes in, can't wait for the meetup. Yeah, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not sure why, but this man has called back in.
The only thing better than Alden shoes is Joey D, cause he totally rules. Jake, my brother, I'm high as a kite. I love everybody. Damn, this show is crazy.
Yo.
Bonesy.
I just want to say one quick thing. Because normally Bobby comes on and we just talk about our loves together and we don't talk about Jets. Isn't it nice that when a competent GM makes a signing on some random offensive lineman from the UFL, we actually he could be good. We have great talent evaluators. So there's a chance we get like a Stiggers type, or like how many UDFAs is the man hit on? So it's just nice, you sign a guy, it's like, hey, man, everyone's got potential with this regime. There's a chance that he could be good. Everything's not going to always be a hit, but there's a more significant chance it would hit than it has in 15 years of the previous regimes, So just wanted to give you guys
more so on defense, though, to be fair. I mean, they had Gibson, they got Brownlee. I mean, we'll see what they end up being. They made the team last year as UDFAs, but I mean, like I like the strategy. Why not? If you think this guy could help you, you take a chance on him. Why not?
And I just feel that this regime they develop players. They can develop talent. Look at Kenny Yeboah turning heads. He's been in and out of our practice squad for how many years? There's a chance they're saying that he beats out Kuntz, or he gets that third spot. So you just got to just look at Ashton Davis. We wanted him out like for 2 years straight. Now we re-signed him, and he's a valuable piece, a valuable asset in terms of depth on the defense. You're right. Defense, it happens more. But I just want to just clarify that this regime has a little more control, and they do a lot more things that it feels like one or more like, better half of the league in terms of how we run it,
I can't believe you changed out of your Aaron Rodgers jersey.
Well, yeah, when people are spending this amount of money, I gotta look fresh.
I don't know. I think you'd sell more shoes if you were dressed up as Aaron Rodgers all day.
Facts. No, that's it's funny because it's like I'm like, Superman, because I come in and I'm like all like cashed out, always in jet ski and stuff. And then I walk in the back, and then like 10 minutes later, I'm in like, suit and tie, and then the same guy will be looking in the window who's waiting outside, and he's like, wait, is that the same guy that walked in? He walked back out. But hey, man, I don't play. I'm always repping. That's how we do.
Bonesy, we'll see you later.
See you, brother.
I love it. Brandon says, disappointed we didn't make the trade with the Rams to get 3 picks in the top 100. I'm not. I did a whole video on this, Brandon. Check it out. Who are you taking if you move back from 11 to 19? You were going to take Corley anyway, so that wouldn't have been different with that second round pick. You would have had an extra third round pick at the end of the third round, pick 99. Woohoo! Now what am I doing in the first round? Who's my tackle I'm taking? Troy Fatano, who had medical concerns. The Jets can't afford to make that pick. Plus, there's a debate if he's a left tackle or a guard. Am I taking James Morgan or Tyler Guyton? Those guys aren't better prospects than Olu Fashanu. So, no, I think at the end of the day, they did the right move. That's how I look at it. Ricky says, how many offensive players we didn't hit on would have turned out better if we had a real quarterback? Certainly more than the Jets have hit on, but I truly believe good players are good players. Right? Like Denzel Mims is bad because he's bad, not because he didn't have good quarterbacks. That's the bottom line. Charlie Hart, turn your camera on. You would be up next. Jennergy with a super chat. She's been a channel member for 3 months. Carly, you could thank me for the nickname. You are a baddie and a cutie McNugget. Embrace it. Yes, our temporary latest emoji is the Carly McNugget emoji. This is what you get when you consume 73 chicken McNuggets from the Times Square McDonald's in 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Hart will join us. Charlie, are you there? Charlie. Doesn't have his camera on. I don't know if he's there. Elton says, when is the upstate meetup? There must be plenty of Asmaniacs in the Albany area. The upstate meetup is in the works, Elton. Scott and I are setting a meeting with the mayor. And we're going to discuss whatever Scott wants to discuss. Can't wait. Charlie Hart. He's here. We could see him. What's going on, Charlie?
Hey, you know what? Every time I call in and I'm in the grooming truck, you should cue the Who Let the Dogs Out music. That's what I'm thinking. But did you happen to catch, I know you're busy, Jake, but did you happen to catch the AFC East roundtable last night?
I did not. Richie actually asked if I could fill in, but I was on ESPN radio for 3 hours, so I couldn't do it.
Please, if you could find a way to do it next time if he's out, because the out-of-context takes on the Jets was just outrageous.
They don't know. They don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people have no idea. They don't follow the team like we do.
It doesn't make any sense. Like TD. I know like TD loves to troll on Aaron Rodgers and stuff and say 2 is better and all that. But honestly, like saying like, oh, we beat you guys twice. You beat Tim Boyle. You beat Zach. Like, dude, who are you beating over here? Like, add some context to this. It drives me crazy. And then he's like, oh, get a quarterback that's going to stay healthy. Your quarterback can't stay healthy. And
it's like you're rooting for Tua. He's had 1 year where he stayed healthy. Really?
I can't with the added context garbage. And it literally, I might have to just call in there one day and just try to mimic you a little bit because it literally drives me crazy.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's called the AFC East Roundtable, right? Like, what do you expect? You know, that's why it's like, you know, we got to prove it on the field, got to beat them, which I think they will.
And Colby,
year.
like, well, do you agree with this take? Colby saying that he thinks that the Patriots are going to split with each of the AFC East rivals, and that they're going to split with the Jets, and that when Drake May comes back for the second Jets-Patriots game, that's when when they're going to get their win against the Jets. The Jets destroy rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah,
I would say the other guy Brissett would probably be more likely to win than I think Drake May.
100%. I mean, Brissett has played well against the Jets defense 2 straight years, so I'd be way more concerned about Brissett than May. I hope they start Drake May in that Week 3 game. It's still probably going to be Brissett.
Yeah, I literally, I hope Drake May starts, and I hope Tua gets a nice large contract.
Please pay him $60 million a year.
Exactly. All right, I'll let you get to the other callers. Thanks, Jake. You're the best.
Charlie, thank you, man. Great call. K-Brock says, TD Finstock is a moron. I think he's just trolling. But I'll say this. I think TD Finstock realizes that his Dolphins are in trouble. He won't say it now because he's now trying to talk himself back into the Dolphins. But if you remember, right after the Jets crushed the draft, a very worried TD Finstock had this to say.
Dolphin fans, are you really feeling like this team can compete with the Jets this year? Our only hope with the Jets is hoping Aaron Rodgers is for some reason done lost it. The Jets are loaded. They don't have a single hole on the entire roster now. A single hole. They just like, hey, we having fun. We getting depth for the future. Like, they're building for the future with a roster that's complete, with no hole. And they already got a little depth. Y'all the future. Y'all just gonna have to sit back and chill.
So that's how he actually feels about the Jets. Now he's just trying to talk himself into the Dolphins again because he's a Dolphin fan, which we've all had to do that with our teams. But come on now. He's scared. Everyone knows the Jets are the best team in the AFC East. Just can Aaron be out there and be Aaron? Ladies and gentlemen, in an effort to try and find Lane Kerner, at your local grocery store, you will see Lane Kerner missing on the milk carton. So hopefully we could track down Lane and get him to call in soon because so many people are asking for Lane's whereabouts. So if you go to your local grocery store, you will see the missing Lane Train Kerner on the milk carton. NY Jets Florida says, need some Decker food reviews. I'll take any food review from anyone that's not Gary, especially one from Decker. Big Fella says, King Lowski makes TD Finstock wet his bed. Addison says, we need the lane signal. What is the lane signal? Just a bunch of train noises? What's the signal? Do we have a signal? That's the question. Tom says, missing Lane Kerner, last seen on draft night. Yeah, shortly after the draft was his last call. It was like the Monday or Tuesday after the draft, I remember. That was it. Jayquest says 100% would rather see Drake May. Yeah, I mean, Brissett has a 2-year sample size where, for whatever reason, he's played well against the Jet defense. I would rather play Drake May in that home opener. Do I think the Jets will win no matter who the Patriots start? Yeah, they showed they're better. But still. AP says, thanks for the gifted sub. I'm not a Jet fan, but an NFL fan. Oh, yeah. Who gave you your membership, AP? You know? Now, I don't remember who gave it to you because we gifted so many yesterday, but if I had to guess, it was probably this guy.
Is this Mike D's nuts?
That would be my guess. Hit the like button. Super chats. We'll cut the line. Appreciate all our incredible Asmaniacs out there. AP says, I got it yesterday, but couldn't comment. You probably got it from Mike D's Nuts. Let's see. Pittsburgh Mike Lane's on the run with Knoble. Knoble's no longer with us. That'd be impossible. And Lane was not in the car with Knoble. We can confirm that. Let's see. Comments, questions, super chats. Last chance to get in before we wrap. Boomtown with a hockey question. What do you think, Jake? Oilers push it to Game 7. I'm rooting for them to do it, Boomtown. That's for sure. I think they could. I think all of America, besides Panthers fans, are rooting for the Oilers, which is kind of funny. But the way McDavid's playing right now, I mean, why not? Edmonton's now home. The hardest game for them to win would have been Game 5 in Florida, and they got it. They did it. So let's see it now. Derek says, should the Yankees put Trevino on the IL with a Fugazi injury? I don't know if you could do that, but it is alarming that he's not throwing out any runners and his speed is down. His velocity on these throws is down. I mean, teams are just running rampant on him. And then the throw yesterday into the outfield in extra innings just was brutal. NY Jets, Florida. Would that be the most epic collapse in sports history? Be one of them. 3-0 in the Stanley Cup final and you lose the series? I mean, yeah. Big fella says Lane isn't missing. He is scouting the next Knoble. Now that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You know? I mean, look, Knoble's taking over the universe, man.
All right, let's go back to Bob in Vermont.
I wanted to ask you, what do you think the Jets and Giants will do on the draft, your choices? And also, do you ever hear of a player from college called Knoble?
Knoble? From what school?
College.
Yeah, but what college?
It's just college. Do you ever hear that guy's name?
No, I've never heard of Knoble from college. Knoble from college? What position does he play?
He plays offense and defense.
He plays offense and defense? He's a two-way guy?
Yep, that's what he said.
How do you spell the last name?
Knoble. I can't remember how you spell it. It starts with K, I know that.
Okay, because I'm spelling it wrong on Google.
No, Knoble.
Thanks for the call, Bob. I do not know who Knoble is. Maybe somebody listening knows of a player, a two-way player coming out of college that gives you like 300 options. Look at that zoo. He's just laughing. I'm trying to find out. A two-way player plays all.
I think in classic Charles Gorman fashion, I saw a comment from Charles that said, who is Knoble? As we played a full video explaining exactly who Knoble is. So, Charles, I go to you next. Do you still not know who Knoble is?
I think Lane Train's an idiot. I don't think he knows what he's talking about.
What do you mean he's an idiot?
He's making stuff up. Who's Knoble? I looked him up on the internet and he's not there.
He is. He went to college.
Guys, stop it. Seriously, I know the bullshit coming out of your mouth. It's bullshit.
Charles, I don't like your tone.
Here,
Charles.
How do you spell Knoble?
Charles, I don't need to dignify your nonsense. See you later. Get out of here. How do you spell Knoble? Doesn't matter how to spell Knoble. All that matters is he's one of the great prospects we've ever seen.
On the 2022 draft pick, the pick goes to Knoble out of college.
More of your calls right now. Let's go to Jake Klein. What's up, Jake?
Well, actually, first off, for 1 second, who's Knoble?
No, he's a phenomenal prospect for the New York Jets.
I tried Googling it. It said like amusement park things. I was like, I don't know.
No, he played at college.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll Google it another time, but
see you later. Jake, thanks for the time. Charles writes in, enough with the chicken soup talk. I'm pissed because of the stupidity this show has succumbed to. Hello, Charles.
Enough with the stupidity. I understand this Lane Train guy may be a nice guy, but does he even know what he's talking about? I've been looking this Knoble guy nonstop. Here, I'll share you my screen with you. I know you're laughing, Jake.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
Knoble.
Type in Knoble out of college. It comes right up. It's like the first search. Type it in.
I am out of college. There's no such thing as him.
You believe everything you see on the internet? You're telling me your Google is accurate right now?
Yes, it is accurate.
How is it possible, Charles, if Knoble's not real, that Gator was able to put together an entire draft profile?
Knoble, FP football player from college. He is 5'7", 109.8 LBS, prospect grade 0.0, production score 69, and an athletic score of 007. He's very good, gets flag penalties, but he's very, very good, and I'm very good at this. taking football players.
You're defending Lane Train. That's what you're doing.
He played for the Rhinos. You just saw it.
Jake, if you want to lose a subscriber, stop right now.
Charles, I will take Lane Train over anybody. So if you're going to unsubscribe to my channel over Lane Train, then you know what? You got to do what you got to do.
Stop defending Lane Train.
Charles.
The guy doesn't know what he's talking about, Jake. How about stop lying to yourself, stop lying to these people, and actually say the truth? I'm on your Discord, and one guy called Frankie Castle agrees with me.
Charles, I'll just keep playing Lane Train Sounders if you keep slandering the man.
I'm not slandering the man. I'm telling him. But you know what? I'm not in the mood right now. Goodbye.
Charles, thank you for the time. Well, people, are you Team Lane or Team Charles? I'm glad this guy called in because he was slandered earlier, and I will not stand for this.
Hi, how are you? Bruce Hall. That's good.
The Lane Train. What's up, Lane Kerner?
How are you? Great. The 2 for this draft coming up, who do you take going into the 10th round for the draft? Do you take Brian, or do you want to take there's a lot of different players. Who do you think?
Who's Brian?
Yeah, the guy that he drafted. Brian, what's his last name? Brian, you know?
What's Brian's last name? Do you know?
I forgot. There's a lot of other ideas. So who do you see going to the Jets in the 10th round, in the first round?
I really want them to take Knoble, Lane. You brought him up a couple times.
Yeah, I know. But what happens if they don't get him? Then what do? Do you go? Do you maybe go after somebody else? I don't think we need anybody else. I mean, I think that, you're going to work around the whole team going into next year.
Great point. Lane, thank you for the call. I hope you had a good Sunday.
You too. Hi. Sorry, everybody. See you next call when we talk about sports again.
Charles's head is spinning after that call. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. The craziest thing is Charles threatened to unsubscribe from this channel. What a threat. The same guy who always calls in chewing on the air. Full food in the mouth. And he's threatening to unsubscribe from this channel. Out of control. All right, couple more minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is AI. What's up, AI?
Oh, that's me.
That's you.
It's actually AD, but it's all good.
Well,
it's your show. You can say you can call me what you want to.
No, your name says AI on your thing. That's what you put in.
Oh,
I'll change
sorry,
it for
that's
you.
Al. That's
there
Al.
you go. AD. There we go.
I thought you were talking about my screen name. Anyways, it's a pleasure to be here. Awesome to join the show. Been laughing with y'all all day. Knoble, missing that dude.
Me too.
But I wanted to call in today because I had a little complaint because I know the people at the Jets listen to your show and they watch your show and they actually listen and take heed to the fans and what you say. So I'm out here ordering stuff, trying to support the team. And for some reason, every time I order stuff, they decide to use UPS for some reason, and they always delay shipping. So I want to tell everybody on the show, order from Jake. All right, until the Jets get this thing fixed, until someone from the Jets headquarters there gets this shipping situation fixed and figured out, until we don't have to delay every single shipment 2 or 3 times from loyal fans that like to spend their hard-earned money on your products out there. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to call on the show a bitch real quick.
AD, I appreciate the time, man.
All right, have a good one.
Enjoy wherever you are, because that view looks pretty nice. I went to him, it said Al. I guess he meant to put AD. And he's like, that's me? I'm like, that's you? Yeah. Now it makes sense. He didn't realize he put the wrong name in. All right, one last call here. Let's get a Johnny boy. What's up, Johnny?
What up, Jake? How you holding up, man?
What's up, man? I'm good. How are you?
Just chilling, seeing both of our baseball teams doing somewhat okay, which is nice for a change, right? I mean, even though they lost yesterday.
Yeah, the Mets finally lost the game in the Grimace era. I was shocked.
Hey, dude, didn't I call it? I was like, watch, bro. Watch me not talking about them. They're going to lose. So it is what it is. But, hey, this Cole guy that we signed, right? He's just a death piece. I would state, right? The guy that just signed from the UFL.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's gonna have to compete for a roster spot. He's not guaranteed anything, but you like the idea of adding more linemen. Why not?
Yeah, I saw something where he didn't allow a sack in the last 2 years, so which is pretty intriguing. He's a big dude, man. So I didn't know too much about him, so we're just trying to see if you've heard anything in regards of that or
No, just the stats I gave earlier in the show about him. The PFF grades, some of the pass protection stuff that's out there. I mean, he's a depth signing. Maybe he could surprise us. We'll watch him a lot this summer in the preseason.
Dude, how dope is it that the Jets sign these type of players that have stuff to prove, and then the stories that come from them, man. I mean, this organization, it's changed its page, bro. It's awesome to see what they're doing, and I mean, with the Stiggers, with this kid, I mean, the Gibson Brownlee last year and all that. So, hey, we need them W's, man. Dude, I cannot wait for the season to start. Everybody tonight, have fun at your event. If I was back home, I would have been there with everybody. And, dude, it looks like it's going to be a good time, man. Make sure when you're there with Bonesy, he warms up and everything because Bonesy tries to go in there cold, bro. And, we don't need him tearing any kind of shoulder or anything like that at all. So
I love it. Johnny, I'll keep you posted on Bonesy's arm.
Yeah, man. I need him for Friday.
That's right.
Hey, any questions you want me to ask him from you? Any really hard hitting questions?
I'll think of something. Come back to me.
Got you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Boy checking in. Love to see it. Perhaps our final super chat from the great Carl Johnson, who cuts the line. He's been an Asmania for 3 months. Thank you, Carl. Hey, Jake, did you buy your London ticket? They sold out already, so I guess I'm paying for resold tickets. No, I haven't bought mine. I know they were selling today. To be honest, I got so much going on, I completely forgot. They were going on sale today. So I'll work on that eventually. But yeah, did not have my Long Island ticket or my London ticket yet. Do have a date for our London event. It will be the day before that game, October 5th. So be on the lookout for more info on that. I posted the location and some of the early details on Discord already. So people have that are part of our Patreon Discord community, which you should be. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Shout out to William Sprague, a Sprague Spree, who joined the Patreon. Surprised he wasn't in there. Love our guy, William. David Hall says, hit the like button on your way out. Amen. Tom says, when are training camp tickets on sale? Training camp tickets go on sale, I think it's the first week of July. The Jets posted about it. But I don't have the exact date in my mind. All right. That does it for me. I will see many of you at the Long Island meetup. Perhaps we'll squeeze in an early afternoon show before the meetup, but no promises. I got a bunch of things I got to do before this meetup. So thanks to everyone who tuned in. Hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Once again, if you haven't already, it goes a long way towards this channel continuing to grow. My name is Jake Asman. This has been the Jake Asman Show. I will talk to you guys soon. JETS. 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 This person's called in under the name Green Bean. So let's go to Green Bean. He's next up on the Ghostbuster hotline. Green Bean, what do you got for us?
There he is. This is not my vape pen. This is an Apple TV remote. Hey, guys, Green Bean here. Are these Jets for real? I mean, will Denzel Mims be a difference maker this year? We'll get into all of that, but before we get started, I do want to remind you of those milk thumbs.
Bean! We gotta get going. Great Adventure has fireworks tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They have a new coaster there. Well, thanks, boys. I don't want you to forget to shave your balls with Manscaped. Promo code Jets Forever. Oh, shit, she started the mobile home. Stop, no, don't leave the counters outside the window. Oh, all right. Oh, honey, hold on. Don't leave yet.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh my God.
Production value, Jake. That was good.
I mean, every time we get a new Gator impersonation. The production value, the impersonation, it just gets better and better.
Yeah, well, that was actually my RV too. That was really my RV. That was good. That was my whole show. I mean, that was everything I do in the vape pen. I haven't vaped since April 1st, everybody. So, so there's that. But it's going to take a while for people to undo that visual. I always had a vape in my mouth for quite a long time. But I got to say, well done. And I would watch that guy's show.
That's the great Gator McCluskey there doing his thing.
People in the chat are asking, where's Ryan and where's Jet Central? Ryan couldn't make it.
Isn't Ryan on hold, Richie?
Ryan's on hold. Oh.
Wait, is he here?
Wait.
Bring him on and start over. Hey, look.
Wait,
he's been here.
You guys didn't invite me to this fucking thing. What the fuck's how come you didn't invite me to this fucking thing? All of a sudden, I come on the YouTubes and I see all this grin. It looks like Shrek took a shit. Shouldn't that guy be in jail? And did you see what that guy did with Melania?
Into the Taekwondo! You gosh darn go! I changed my profile pic to a Patriots logo as a joke, and now Twitter is not allowing me to change my profile pic back. So it appears I...
Oh gosh.
Be in jail. That's great.
What the heck was that? I did not expect that. All of a sudden, Jake's like, there's someone backstage. And
That was awesome.
Did you send Gator the link, Jake? I'm so confused.
I can't comment publicly on what transpired.
Of course.
That completely caught me off guard. I did not expect that, or that was fun.
That was good.
Oh, that was great. All right, well, that was Ryan. Jets Talk 24/7.
Joining us right now is a very special guest. We know him as Paul Boy Green Esden Jr. What's up, man?
Jake Gastard Asman, baby. What is up, Jakey?
What's up, man?
Good Lord have mercy.
Oh, God.
Bop. Whoa, this Gumby-like body for the friggin' New York
Here we
Jets.
go.
The basketball in there, a little, I'm just going to be like, well, chutzpah, you know what I'm talking about? Not too shabby. He is. Things grow stale. What the hell? And the crowd goes, what? Little shish kebab, a little, hey, how you doing? That horse was galloping in the open prairie. Tasty, tasty. This team's hyped, by the way. Ooh, I feel like I'm on crazy pills. Like, so, champ, Jets are idiots. See, I told you. Shut up, people. But I don't even. It's pelvic thrust, multiple. Take care, everybody. I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
The only good thing that happened to me late tonight, early this morning, was making sweet, passionate love to my fiance.
Joining us right now is a man who knows a thing or two about making sweet and passionate love to his fiance. Ladies and gentlemen, Boy Green Esden Jr. Hello, Paul.
Speaking of the sweet, passionate lovemaking, I'm outside a laundromat right now. I think we all know what I'm here for. Had to wash the sheets. If you catch it, that had to happen. Yes, after last night, it was phenomenal. For those who are curious.
Congrats on the sex.
The sex was great. I might get in trouble with any more details, but that is true.
Well, I'm happy for you.
My tuchus, my cheeks are pressed firmly against this brick wall, and I can't say if my fiance didn't have the same thing happening to her last night. Yeah.
Well, on that note, we'll let you go, Boy Green. Job well
Jake,
done.
I love it, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boy Green, one of the greats. It looks like Boy Green is called back, so we'll go back to the Ghostbuster hotline and allow Boy Green to make more points. Hello, Boy Green.
Hello, Jakey. I just wanted to give you a quick update from the laundromat. These did not come clean, man. I thought I'd get the stains out, but it just goes to show you, what a little Boy Green will do to you. These are fucked. Anyway, I'll catch you later, Jakey.
That's funny, man. That was good. That was job well done by Gator, man, to put that together on the fly. And Gator's done so many bits. He's just got like a prop closet. So he just put the Boy Green beard on. He was ready to go. Someone tweet Boy Green. Make sure he saw that. Someone tag him in Twitter. Be like, hey, Gator just impersonated you. Yeah, Boy Green's got to throw those sheets out.
I do love that about Jets fans. You know what I mean? They care so damn much. And this has been a shit season for sure. But we will be back.
Hell yeah.